This is your Dragon of Icespire Peak gameplay video for the Tower of Storms quest from the D&D Essentials Kit. Hi, Bob here, and welcome to Bob Worldbuilder, the D&D channel where we improve our games together. For a few tips to make this quest even more fun, check out my DM guide in the full Dragon of Icespire Peak playlist linked in the description, and subscribe for new D&D videos every Wednesday. Alright, who will you be playing for this quest?
I'm still Clodagh, baby. Human fighter.
Nice.
And my friends, Donabella Fiasco and Granach.
Anchorite of Talos.
Half orc, half werebore.
Yep. And at the Circle of Thunder, where you guys left off after defeating Gorthok, the Thunder Boar, Granach tells you guys he thinks the next best thing to do before continuing on to face this dragon is to take care of an old friend of his.
Care? As in, bring him some soup?
As in, bring him to justice. First, he points to Jug. You need to go to Falcon's Lodge and tell him we have stopped the attack, and tell the others, Feanor and whatever that other guy's name was, that it's okay to return to Phandalin for now. But Clodagh, you and I must go to the infamous Tower of Storms on the coast of the Sword Sea, where an old anchorite of Talos named Malesko is currently residing.
What did this guy do that he deserves my swift sword of justice?
About a year ago, before the dragon and the orcs came to this area, a priestess of Talos named Faralai visited our manse, wanting to join forces and take over lands to the south. But our home is here in Neverwinter Wood, and only Malesko decided it was right to go with her. Recently, Talos showed me a vision of him in this old lighthouse on the coast, leading ships to their doom. And if there will ever be peace between our people, Malesko must be stopped.
Wow, what a jerk. Let's go kill him.
Woo! Alright, you guys head out. About 4 days. With Granach as your guide, you're able to easily navigate through Neverwinter Wood, reach the plains nearby, that area where the dragon's barrow was. And you met that centaur there, too?
Oh yeah, the centaur that was a horse on the top and a horse on the bottom.
Anyway, you approach the coast. This western coast is mostly high cliffs, about 100 feet up from the beach. But below the high cliff that hugs the coastline, an outcropping of rock, nearly surrounded by water, with only a narrow causeway connecting it to the beach below. And you see a worn set of stairs going down the cliff, across this causeway, and then back up the outcropping. Atop this outcropping is a stone building surmounted by a lighthouse tower, with an eerie green light from the beacon shining out westward toward the sea, pulsing in time with the waves crashing into the coastline. Atop this tower, about 200 feet away, you see a humanoid-looking figure at the peak of this lighthouse staring out toward the sea. And suddenly you hear a shriek from elsewhere along that building, and you see 3 large, what look like birds from a distance. What's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. Donabella says, "Hey boss, those look kind of like humans, like women, but with wings."
Ew.
And as that thought crosses your mind, you start to hear a beautiful song, and it triggers in your mind, oh crap, I should do something.
Maybe I should cover my ears.
Yeah, so you have one action. So you cover your ears?
Yep.
And you said that aloud to your party members there?
Yep.
Make a wisdom save with advantage.
Here's me, 8. Here's Granach, 10. Here's Donabella, 20.
So Donabella is fine, but you and Granok just feel compelled to start approaching the cliff, which I'll say is about 30 feet from you guys, toward these harpies flying toward you. Is Donabella doing anything? I'll say she has one action.
Donabella will slap us.
All right, Donabella's like, oh no!
Starts smacking us around.
Yeah, she finds herself immune to this really awesome, just catchy beat that these harpies are throwing out right now.
These sick beats.
Yeah, but seeing that you guys are somehow still entranced by it, tries to slap you across the faces.
11.
You're good?
Granok, 6.
Okay. Donabella's able to kind of catch up to you as she sees what's about to happen. You guys are walking towards the edge of the cliff, kind of strikes you on the back, and Granok is like just out of her reach. She was able to like tug his hair a little bit, but not enough to draw his attention away. At the edge of the cliff, Granok repeats the save one more time. The harpies are about 40 feet away, still flying towards you guys.
11?
Oh my god, okay. That's exactly what he needed. So yeah, Granok.
He just kind of like stops on the cliff.
Yeah, literally
like, with
stops.
his foot like half over.
Classic, some pebbles slide off, and he's like, oh god, and like trips up almost. But he's able to catch himself right on the edge there. Now, roll initiative. Nice. What is your squad doing?
I'm gonna do magic missile. 9. Granok takes the defensive action. Donabella, Sacred Flame on the one that I just did damage to.
Whoa, and they fail.
4.
Okay, Harpy's turns. Who is the closest to the cliff edge?
I'm gonna say we're all like 30 feet back.
Yeah, if they were 40 feet from the edge, they're just going to use dash action to get above you guys, still flying above you, but not able to attack this turn. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm casting Firebolt. Boop, 11.
Just hits.
18.
Nice. Blasts one of its wings. You see a bunch of feathers burst off, and it shrieks again, cutting off the song that it was still like maintaining here. And that one kind of spirals a little bit, and then starts basically turning away from you guys.
Donabella's gonna target a new one, do another Sacred Flame at it.
Another fail.
Donabella's on fire today.
Yeah, literally, this is the most sacred flaming she'd
Nice.
ever. Whoa!
15 damage.
Sacred flames in a flash engulf one of these harpies. This one's still feeling pretty bold. What's Granok doing?
Granok's running around in a freaking circle.
Okay.
Still in defensive mode.
Right, so these two, seeing clearly the one weaker of the pack, then dive down on either side of Granok to flank him. And with advantage, I guess they're both going to use their action to try to grapple him. So one of the harpies is able to successfully grab Granok and starts dragging him. Not quite able to lift his
just his toes are like
beefy
dragging along
half-orc
the
form.
ground.
Yeah, and they're sweeping him at half their speed over to the cliff edge, so they're about 10 feet from it. And the other harpy is sort of between them and you guys now. Your turn, Clodagh.
Okay. I am going to try to shoot the one that's carrying Granok with another firebolt.
Hits.
15 damage.
Nice.
Donabella will Sacred Flame that one also.
Sacred Flame. Succeeds this time.
Dang it. And Granok, he's just gonna friggin' Clawed Gauntlet these extremely rude, nasty women. 20 and a 19.
Those both hit. Ooh. Okay, so you firebolt this harpy that's carrying Granok. Donabella's Sacred Flame fizzles out this time, and Granok gives it 2 big slashes as they're approaching the cliff edge. This one lets go of Granok. You see it's like losing a lot of feathers, and it tumbles almost down the cliff, and then you see it swoop back up into the air, but going away from you guys. This last one that was still following behind Granok, who's now standing about 5 feet from the cliff edge, is going to try to just make a glancing shove, and he succeeds. I only rolled like a 6. So yeah, this last harpy tries to like clothesline Granok with her wing as he's going by, but he's able to like duck, drop really low just under her, and she flies off the cliff as well, screeches back toward the group, and you see all 3 of these kind of circling and then roosting on one side of the building out ahead.
What a terrible welcoming party.
Yeah. So you remember there's that big, eerie, pulsing beacon.
That seems pretty eldritch. Let's go.
So you head down the stairs. They're really rough, hewn out of the cliffside. Looks like they've been there for a very, very long time. You see this narrow causeway that's just a few feet above sea level. And along the causeway, there is another outcropping making a tunnel through it. So it's like this small tunnel cave that you're going to pass through.
I don't want to go in a cave. Granik is going to try to climb it with a rope. He uses his clawed gauntlets of ogre power.
Nice.
To dig into the wall and climb up. Oh, 10.
Sliding for a while, it's hard to get a
Can
grip.
I give him a boost?
Yeah, why don't you help him out? The stones are really wet from the sea.
Okay, 23.
Okay, with your combined efforts, you're able to get him up there, and then he lowers the rope for the rest of you guys.
However, I would like to climb over this sort of stealthily.
You get the sense that it might have been obvious after that firebolt flying and missile shooting battle with the harpies.
That could have been anything.
100 feet away.
That could have been anything.
And you hear from atop this building a voice shouting down, "Is that you, Granik, you traitor of Talos?"
Yeah, meanwhile, Granik is like standing up and still looking up at the lighthouse. Clodagh just like army crawling across. He says, "Nope."
Coward! Now that you're a little closer, there's a narrow, looks like shining metal rod sticking up parallel to the lighthouse itself off the roof of this building. The figure walks from the edge of the roof over to this rod, and you hear low chanting echoing over the pulsing from the lighthouse above, that green pulsing light.
Is it too far away for Granik to try and strike the pole with his lightning bolt?
It's not too far. As clouds start to gather in
Yeah,
this
so
area as well.
Granik's gonna just try to zap him. Granik goes, "Shut up!" Pew!
Critical success. At the last second, whooshing, takes his hand away, but he's blown back by the strike.
Takes 17 damage.
Okay, and as he kind of slowly gets up, now literally like steaming, he says, maybe you're a little tougher than I thought, and continues his chant.
What's the range on Firebolt?
Firebolt's 120.
Alright, yeah, I'm like, just gonna shoot him with some Firebolt.
Okay, so roll initiative now as the harpies are also going to leave their roost.
I'm gonna Firebolt this guy. 15.
15 hits.
16 damage. And then I get down from the top of the cave. Get just inside the entrance.
Yeah, you do see a large crab, and next to this crab, bound to the rock, a skeleton. The crab kind of waves its big meaty claws at you and says, "Ahoy! Looks like you've angered the denizens of the tower."
Ahoy!
What's Granik doing?
Alright, Granik, he turns into a boar.
On top of this rock?
No, he'll get down on like the causeway first, but then he turns into a boar.
Okay, so there's a little boar wandering across the causeway now.
Donabella, she's gonna cast Aid on all three of us. And then Donabella's also gonna slide down off the rock and into the cave.
Into the cave. Great. First of the harpies to go is the one that was the first to flee, sees this lonely boar wandering this narrow strip of rock with one of her friends again. They're gonna attempt the same maneuver to grapple this boar.
21.
One success.
And a 19.
Okay. This boar is able to shake off these two harpies. And the third one is, again, just going to try a shove attack.
12.
Success. So yeah, these harpies still like really flip-flopping around and don't manage to knock this steadfast boar off this narrow strip of rock in the sea. The guy who was on the roof brings his attention away from the rod toward this boar in the middle of these harpies. He's kind of waiting for the moment, right? Like, take the shot. Kamehamehas his own lightning bolt at Granik. So now he's going to make a dex save.
Oh, 20.
So that'll be a success.
16.
So Granik takes 16 lightning damage from Malesko's own thunderbolt attack as these clouds continue to gather. The crab who's in there just says,
Is he wearing a little hat?
Yeah, he has a little sailor hat on. and says, "Welcome to my cave." And he gestures toward the skeleton here. Says, "This is my master, Miral. Her soul is still bound here. If you would kill Malesko, she'd be free."
Yep, we're kind of in the middle of doing that right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, guys. I'll just wait over here.
All right. I'm going to firebolt Malesko.
It's
14 damage.
Okay.
Granok is going to attack the most injured Harpy with his boar tusks.
Kills it. His boar tusks gore up through the guts of this Harpy that was trying to shove him off as he kind of knocked her out of the way. And she falls into the water and just floats there,
all right.
Sadly.
Second attack.
Okay, this one's still alive. You see, though, from the one that fell in the water, as her blood starts to soak it, large fins start making their way over, and your little friend in the cave just goes, "Oh yeah, don't go in the water."
Well, we're trying not to.
Okay, thanks again.
Donnabella's gonna Sacred Flame that same Harpy.
Fails. Kills it.
Nice.
That one too now succumbs to the Sacred Flame and falls on the same side of the causeway right next to that other one. It is the final Harpy's turn. This Harpy now is just kind of soaring off parallel to the coast, just away from here.
Bye!
Yeah, as the skies continue to darken, the eerie green pulsing light seeming brighter now under the dark skies. Malesko's turn. From atop the roof, he shouts down toward you three, "Come and face me!" And you see him head into the lighthouse and ascend it, kind of back up to its very peak, taking cover behind this low stone wall.
Who's the coward now? All right, Crab, thanks for your hospitality. We'll be right back.
You guys come here anytime.
Cool. Bye. And we start running out.
Yeah. Honestly, the crab is like such a weird part of this adventure,
like
but yeah, I thought you would, so I didn't want to take it out. While you're running up the causeway, Malesko is going to make a lightning bolt strike at whoever's in the front. Who's in the front?
Probably Granok, because he was the one who was still out there when
Okay.
we started running.
He takes 16. Traversing these steps here, are you trying to defend yourselves at all?
I don't really know what we can do.
So you're just ascending very carefully, but this time, as the storm clouds gather and a lightning bolt strikes the rod on the roof, Malesko, now you can see ascending
Like
from
floating.
the lighthouse. Yep, like floating in midair, static kind of
Man, what a
flickering off of
douche.
him. And he's going to dash towards you guys. You get one more strike as he's now about 20 feet away from you.
I'm just gonna do another fireball again.
That one hits.
11.
Okay, he's not looking great. And from this distance, you can see that beneath his patchwork rawhide armor, there's a massive cavity in his chest. His skin barnacled. He's clearly somehow corrupted in whatever transformation Talos has decided for him.
Ew, man.
Yeah, and as he now just gets within 15 feet of you, still coming down at you, he's going to make a thunder wave at all three of you. So you're all pushed off the stairs into the water and take 8 lightning damage and 8 bludgeoning damage as you tumble down the side of the outcropping.
Granok will turn back into a half-orc at this time.
Right.
I would like to use my immovable rod. Basically, like, shimmy up as high on the slope as I can, I guess. Reach up, activate the rod, grab onto Donabella, pull myself out of the water, and Granok will climb over Donabella and me, like, as a rope.
Okay.
21.
So you're all able to just pull yourselves up out of the water.
Just to get away from the sharks.
You look back over your shoulder, one of those fins started like coming towards you guys, drawn in by the splashing, but then turns back away. At which point, Malesko fly back up on the roof.
I promised a crab I'd kill you. I guess we gotta go in there.
All right, so you go in, you see some like dirty windows on the far side that look out toward the sea. You see some shipwrecks. You can hear the loud pulsing of the beam, even deeper thudding now. With the waves, a double door leading to what you can tell is the lighthouse as its walls are partially rounded and a single door heading to another room to your left.
Alright, let's get up this lighthouse.
Okay. Blast open those double doors. You're in this cylindrical column, a spiral staircase going up. Basically, like, you can look straight up to the floor of where the light is.
I want to wait here for a minute.
Can't, like, hear his movements or anything over the sound of the waves, and you wait there for about a minute or so. The storm seems to be getting more intense. There's more frequent bursts of lightning striking the very building that you're in. It's really just deafening as it's echoing in a stone building. Like a minute or so passes. What do you do?
Alright, we'll go up the stairs now.
Okay. Ascending the stairs, you make it up to the first landing. So do you want to go out onto the roof? There's a door there, or do you want to continue upstairs?
Let's just go out onto the regular roof.
Okay.
I prepare to cast Firebolt, and I kick down the door. I look out first.
You don't see him.
I look behind the door.
He's not right behind the door.
I look up.
So your firebolt and his lightning, same time.
I use my middle finger to shoot my firebolt.
Okay.
8.
Fail. 22. Hits.
8 damage.
He looks quite hurt. Rears his head back away from the fire that's like lighting up his hair now, and he just screams out in pain, "Greenock, you won't even face me!"
He already shot you, man. You're the one who's flying around out here. Stand on the frickin' ground. And then I shut the door. And I turn to Greenock and I'm like, how many frickin' lightning bolts does this guy have? You can only do one.
It must be some powers imbued to him by Talos, but he seems to be growing weaker and weaker by the moment. He can't have that much left.
Maybe you need to find a new god, Greenock.
As you say that, the door blasts inward, knocking you back. I guess we'll do a con save. He's using his Thunder Wave to do this.
17.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage as this wooden door just splinters. It's destroyed. And you nearly fall back over the open shaft of this 40-foot spiral staircase.
So I'm gonna go
But he's
out,
standing there in the open.
unload my greatsword attacks on him.
He's like basically with his
like
back
on
to
the
the
edge.
wall.
Okay, that's fine.
The low wall of this roof, yeah.
Right, I'll just attack number 1.
Hits.
Attack number 2.
You can roll all your damage if you want, but then you can describe your finishing blow.
I step out onto the roof and I just swing my sword twice and I go, lightning can't strike twice.
Oh!
Ah!
Sweep out with your great sword right across his middle. Another strike diagonal across his grossly open hollow chest cavity. Third one coming back around, literally taking off his head, and his body crumbles backward over the wall on the landing below in front of the temple.
And I just turn back to my friends and shrug and go, ta-da!
Donabella gives you a thumbs up. And Greenock, thank you. I could not have faced him without you, surely.
No,
but,
you couldn't have.
But something tells me our work is not yet done, and he looks up toward the glowing light.
Okay, let's go wreck it.
You start heading up the stairs. It's incredibly bright.
I shield my eyes.
Okay.
Everyone does that. Greenock, what is this thing? Do you know?
Some corrupt, vile creation of my questionable god.
How do you think we can destroy it?
We do have that necklace I gave you.
I was kind of saving that for something. Why don't you just try a thunder wave, Greenock?
Oh, that's a great idea. So yeah, Greenock sighs his heavy sigh, walks around just the edge of the half wall, reaches out his arm, and says, "Forgive me." Blasts instantly. Make a dex save.
17.
13.
Alright, yeah, he's
Lightning
still up.
damage. Well,
sorry, Greenock.
yeah, Greenock is nearly immolated by this immense blast of eldritch force. What's left of whatever that thing was looks fleshy.
Ew.
And squelchy, but it is destroyed. The storm dissipates.
I want to smell the fleshy thing.
It smells like rotting ocean. Gross. Mildew.
Ew, Donabella, smell this.
Donabella's like, oh, no way.
Donabella doesn't
Oh my god,
no.
And
Wait, we have to go back to the crab. We go back to the crab. We're like, is your master's soul at rest?
yeah, she's good now.
Cool, so do you want to come on a magical journey with us? We're gonna slay a dragon.
Oh man, that sounds really hard. I don't know if I can do that.
That's valid.
I'm just a little crab with a sailor hat.
Yeah, I would be heartbroken if you died anyway, so, enjoy your cave, and, bye!
See you later, alligator! And that's where we'll end this quest. So if you want to see some tips on making this even more fun, you can check out the DM guide in the cards and description. Thank you for watching, and keep building.